I'm Tiger from Gateway Disc Sports. I'm a touring player and I've been playing since 2013 and I've been a professional since 2018. I've been sponsored by Gateway also since 2018. So here's my in the bag. Let me get my bag. Thank you. I currently put my bag in stability order, so I start with my high speeds and I go down to my fairways, my mids, and my throwing putters. So let's start with my stable drivers. I throw the Illusion as my stable driver, and these are two new ones in the bag because I recently lost my trusty one, and so now I'm testing out two different ones to see which one is going to replace the one I just lost. So this one's a 169 Illusion and this is a 170, which also has a Dave Feldberg stamp on it, so I'm a little partial to it. So these are being tested out recently to see which one's going to be the one in the bag. So this right here is one of my long distance drivers. It is a Samurai and I use it for headwind shots that are not more than 20 miles an hour, and I use it for long hyzer flips with a stable finish. It has a sand blasted edge right here which creates a bubble around the disc and allows for more glide. Another long distance driver of mine is the new G1. It's a prototype right now, and right now I use it for my long hyzer flips. So I'm trying to get every inch. I'm going to try to use this one. These are my journeys. This one is an HD journey, also known as a Kestrel. This is stable for me as a long range driver, and this one has a little bit more of a right turn because this is a diamond. This one will go farther than this one due to the stability, so it just depends on what kind of distance I need and what kind of finish. I also use this one for forehands because it does have the stability that I need for a forehand. So these are my two pretty good journeys right here. For my stable fairway driver, I use an Apache. This one has a nice dome to it, and this one weighs 166. So I try to throw most of my discs from fairways and up under 171. I will throw heavier than that, but there is a sweet spot about 169 to 170 for me on most of my discs, and this is a 166, and I really like it because I can use it as a stable fairway, and I can put a little turn on it and it will come back, and so I like this one. It's a good utility disc. This is my set of 3 spears. I use a fresh spear for stable fairway shots. I have a more beat in spear. These two are both diamonds, so this is a little more beat. It will finish straight. And this is an HD one, which is real beat, and it will give me a nice hyzer flip to right finish. So these are my flippy fairways, and this is my stable fairway. For the mid-range game, I use a Saber here. A Saber is a 7-speed. It does the line that you need it to do. So you put it on an anhyzer, it's going to anhyzer. You're going to put it on a hyzer, it's going to hyzer. And you can throw it pretty hard and it's not going to go super far. It doesn't have a lot of glide, so you're kind of going to be able to get it where you need without it overdoing, you know, going farther than you need. So it's a good upshot disc, good tunnel disc. For my stable mid, I use a Warrior. I use it for both backhand and forehand. I really trust it on my backhand because I can force it over and trust that it will come back. And so that's pretty nice to be able to use that. And probably one of the best discs in my game right now is an Element. I use it for straight fairway shots. I use it for up shots. I turn it over, and it goes pretty far. It has a lot of glide, so I can get this puppy over 300, which is pretty good for a mid for me. So the last 2 discs in my bag that I throw are the Devil Hawk and the Chief, and this is my stable upshot disc and this is my understable upshot disc. So this has a little bit more glide, and I won't have to throw it so hard to get it to go a little farther for an upshot when you want something kind of slow like a putter. And then if I definitely don't want it to go too far and I need to put something just out to the the right and let it come back. I'm gonna trust my Devil Hawk, and it's probably gonna be right by the basket for a nice little putt, and that's all I need. And I just want to share, I dyed this one. It's my little sunset. I made this one myself, so thanks. And well, that is my throw-in disc. This is my Samurai. This is my G1. This is my Journey. And this is my Spear.
Oh yeah. All right, go get them.
So you see what I throw with. So this is what I putt with. So I got two Glow Wizards here. This one, as you can tell, is a little beat up. This is my understable throwing putter. I use it for turnover shots, something that I want to throw real straight when I'm teeing off. So this is my understable throwing. And this is my stable throw. You can tell it's not as beat up. I probably need to freshen it up, but this one's still doing pretty good, so I don't quite need to freshen up the stable putter yet. So these are for throwing. I throw with them. I used to putt with them. I used to always putt with Wizards, and I recently just switched to Warlocks in the last 2 months or so. When I used to spin putt, and when I spin putt, Wizards were good. I had that stability that I needed to really fight a spin, and now that I am push putting, I have switched to a little bit more of an understable putter, which are these. And these are Warlocks, so when I want them to go straight, I will throw something like this, or if I want to make it a little bit easier for me where I don't have to throw it as hard as I would for a Wizard, I will throw a Warlock instead. Little fun fact, these used to be Niko's putters, so I had Niko sign them. Makes me feel good, you know, having a nice signature like that on the disc. Call them my Nikos, you know. Speaking of Niko, here's my Niko signature Warlock. These are also Glow nylon Warlocks, so they have a little bit more durability to them, having the nylon in them. And they glow because I like to putt at night and at dusk, so I choose Glow putters now because I can putt at the end of the day, and then when the sun's going down, I can still putt and find my putters. So I can putt anytime, and that's why I putt with Glow. And these are my close range putters. I will throw them from probably about 40 feet and in, and then everything else after that, I'm going to use my throwing Warlocks or my throwing Wizards. So let me give you a couple examples of the shots I would use with my putters. So I'm a player with two types of putt. I have a spin putt and a push putt. A spin putt was my first natural putt, and I putted like that for 9 years. I've just recently switched to a push putt, and it doesn't go as far, and I don't have as many consequences from it, so I use it more often inside the circle and keep the spin putt outside the circle and under trees. So here's my spin putt. And here's my push putt. Thanks. This has been the In the Bag. That's what I'm throwing for the 2022 season. If you would like to support my tour this year, buy one of my Tour Series discs. You can collect them at any of the tournaments I'm at. Give me a call, hit me up. I will get them to you.
or the Gateway, the Ryland's booth, which is me.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. Time to roll out. Girl, you got cookie all over your face.
Alright.
Hey, I'm Tiger, and these are my putters. Let me try that one more time.